Hello, Year 9, Mr. Bratley from Music here. I'd like to spend just a few minutes talking to everybody about what Key Stage 4 music looks like at the Albion Academy. So, the course is broken up into three components, and I'm going to go through each of those components with you now. The first component, as you can see, is all about performing. So, this unit makes up 30% of your overall grade. Okay, there's a minimum requirement of 2 pieces, so you have to perform 2 pieces, and both of those pieces have to make up a total time of 4 to 6 minutes. Okay, one of the pieces must be in an ensemble, so it must be a group performance lasting at least 1 minute. Your other performance, however, it could be another ensemble performance if you wanted it to, but it could also be a solo performance if that's what you prefer. Now, there is a standard from the exam board that they state that grade 3 should be the sort of standard level that people should be performing at. If you're not at grade 3, or grades are something that you've maybe not started yet, or you're looking to start, don't let this put you off, because you can still submit work that is lower than a grade 3 and you don't actually miss out on too many marks. Okay, they will still accept performances lower than a grade 3. That being said, if you come into year 10 slightly below a grade 3, there's nothing stopping you from working up through grade 3, even beyond. So really don't let that put you off, but it is just something to be aware of for this course. You can also choose any instrument, okay, or voice, or you can use a technology option also. So we use a DAW, a digital audio workstation at the Albion Academy, so you can create your performances through that also. Right, moving on to component number 2. Okay, the next component is all about composing. All right, this is my favorite component because it allows you to be as creative as you possibly can be in creating your own pieces of music. All right, the things to be aware of: this also makes 30% of your overall grade. It's teacher assessed, much like your performances. However, these will be sent off to an examiner to look at in year 11, but there will be a lot of work with myself in the lead up to that. You have to compose 2 pieces. One is in response to a brief set by the examining board, and there are 4 to choose from each year. So when we get the briefs through, you are able to look through and pick which one you'd like to compose to. The second composition is a free composition. That means you get the opportunity to compose any style of music that you want to. Okay, and it's a really exciting thing because it gives you complete creative control over what you would like to do. Okay, it really gives you a good platform to express all your creative thoughts and ideas. So yeah, it's a really exciting unit, that one. The third component is an externally marked exam which you'll sit in year 11. There are 4 areas of study that we'll cover over this course, and there will be 2 questions on each of the areas of study, so 8 questions in total. There are 2 set works, should I say, that the examining board give to us, okay, that we will study right the way through year 10 and 11, and basically what will happen is you will get to know those pieces of music inside out. You will know every single little detail of those pieces of music, because we will do a real deep dive into the theory, into the ideas that are in those pieces of music, and then that will enable you to answer the questions which will be on those set works to a real high level of detail. Okay, so that's what we will do in preparation for unit 3 or component 3, which is the exam. The exam makes up 40% of your overall mark. So in a nutshell, you've got a 60% overall for practical music making, so you 30% performance, 30% your composition, and then the 40% remaining is made up by the exam. So how will a GCSE in music help me in the future? Okay, well, if you are a musician and music's your passion, a GCSE in music will certainly open up many doors for you if you choose to pursue that path in further education or even further on in life. Okay, a GCSE in music, though, it will also help you develop many other skills which could allow you to follow lots and lots of different career paths. Okay, I've just listed a few in the slide there for you to look at. So you could go on to be a professional musician. you could start working in a more production role, so you'd be working as a music producer. You could go into television and radio careers, with Media City not being too far from here. That is definitely something that I know that they will be looking out for. Any sort of creative qualifications like that, that is a big tick on anyone looking to get into that career. Studio engineer, you could be a touring sound engineer, a band tour crew member, a music teacher, not necessarily in a school. You could work for yourself and teach instrumental lessons, and also a music therapist. But these are only just a few of the careers that a music GCSE could potentially open doors for you to go on and pursue. So you might also be thinking, what skills will I gain doing this qualification? Okay, if you're a musician currently, and I know there's lots of students at the Albion Academy that are brilliant musicians, your practical skills of composing and performing music will be just completely refined and developed, and it will be such an ongoing process. And it will also enable you to demonstrate your creativity, demonstrate really positive reflective skills, because part of your composition component, you need to create a reflective diary of your practice, how you've changed things, what you've worked on, what you feel like has gone well. Okay, it's a really good life skill that to have. If you can reflect on everything you're doing, you're only ever going to improve. And resilience is a big one in music. I'm a firm believer that you never finish learning how to play an instrument. You never finish learning how to look at a piece of music and how to make it better, or play it better, or practice it better. And it's a real test of resilience, either learning an instrument, learning how to use a new piece of software, completely starting a fresh piece of music. Okay, it's really going to develop and enhance your skills to be more resilient. Okay, I think also music will give you a lot of opportunity to develop a lot of transferable skills. So confidence is a big one that I think is really important, and one that you will definitely develop studying any sort of creative course at Key Stage 4. But performing music will enable you to develop that self-belief that you should have inside. And when you think about going on further on in life, you might have to sit a job interview, you might have to give a presentation if you wanted to go on to university or study somewhere else, and you have to sort of sell yourself in a way. And developing confidence does give you that skill set to be able to do that and have that self-belief, and be able to sell yourself and be confident in who you believe you are. And I think music will, or like I say, any creative sort of qualification will certainly give you a platform to develop those skills. So that is one of the transferable skills I think you get from music. So is it for you, you might ask? If you already play an instrument, or you can sing, or you have some experience of using a piece of software to create music or produce music, then absolutely, yes, a GCSE will be something that you can use to just refine those skills, develop them, just get better and better, and you get a GCSE out of it at the end of the day. If you're just a creative person who wants to learn how to make music, learn an instrument, this course will definitely give you that chance. If you just love listening to music and can spot any sort of details in music, or even just like to air drum or air guitar or whatever it is you like to do, then you've already developed some of the skills that you need to be a competent musician. So if any of these things stick out for you, then I think music's something that you should really consider. So if you've got any further questions, don't hesitate to come and find me in G1, that's where I am most of the time, or just email me on the email there on the slide. Okay, I've also popped a link on the slide just so you can, if you are interested in getting a little bit more information on the qualification, then you can visit that website there. Alright, thank you for listening, Year 9. Thank you.